Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday night fitness yoga. Make sure that you've got enough room around you so that you're not going to hit or kick anything over. And if you feel sick or get hot at any time too quickly, then please stop. If you feel something isn't right, then don't do it. This class isn't really for anybody with high blood pressure, diabetes or joint problems. But if you do come to my class regularly and you know how to adapt it, then adapt it. But always check your body, make sure that you feel okay. So we're going to start standing up with our feet underneath our hips. We're going to breathe in, lifting our arms up, stretching up towards the ceiling, breathing out, bringing the arms down, trying to pull the belly in, pull the shoulders in, squeeze the air out of the lungs. Breathing in, as we're lifting up, we can stretch backwards or forwards to try and open up the intercostal muscles. Again, as well as going forwards and backwards, we could always reach side to side, just trying to open that rib cage. And then thinking about all the things, all the blessings we have. Breathing out everything that ails us, any worries, any stresses. Breathing all the love that we have. Our health, and again breathing out any pains, any negative feelings. Let's do 2 more. And then just breathe in to bring us back to straight. So we're going to work on our neck. We're going to do a bit of a chicken move. We're going to push the chin forward, keeping the shoulders pulling back. Drop the chin down and then roll the chin back up. But we're feeling this area right here in the neck. So we're pushing it forward. We're dropping it down. We're curling it up. We're bringing all them thoughts into that neck. Having a think about where we can feel it, what it's doing. It should feel beautiful. It should feel like a really lovely stretch, especially if you're on a computer or you're on a phone or a pad. And we're going to do 1 more. And bring it back to center. So we're going to sort of move our head. Now with this, we're moving our neck slightly. So I'll show you before you do it. You're going to bring the head down and roll it to the side. But when it's at the side, you're then going to let the head look down and look up. And then you're going to lift the chin up and pull the chin down. We're then bringing it back to centre and always back to the centre. Okay? So we'll go through this on each side. So we're dropping the chin down. We're rolling the head over to the side so the ears coming towards the shoulder. Then we're looking down. We're looking up. How does that feel? We're looking down. We're looking up. Then we're going to bring our head back to more natural, and we're just going to stick the chin out and pull it back. So we're sticking it out and pull it back. And then we're just going to nod as if we're giving someone a nod at somebody across the room from us. And then we're bringing the head back to centre. We're rolling it back to the middle. We're rolling it over to the other side. So again, we're looking down. We're looking up. We're looking down. We're looking up. We're bringing the head back to centre. And we're sticking the chin out and pulling it back. Sticking the chin out, pulling it back. And now we're just going to nod our head. Bring it back to centre and lift it up. Have a think about how your shoulders feel. They should feel a lot nicer from there. Through the neck, should feel it all pulling all the way through here, right down into the back, into the shoulders. So if you're constantly like this, it just pulls everything back down again. It's a really nice stretch for the neck. So from here, we're going to go into our forward backwards. So we're going to breathe in, lift the arms. And as we breathe out, bend the knees, bring the arms up, breathe in, lift up, stretch back. Remember, you can keep it nice and slow. You can keep the head lifted if you've got blood pressure problems. You're breathing in on the way down, up, breathing out on the way down. Two more. Then bring the arms back down. So we're going to turn and look over the shoulder. So we're turning and we're turning. The head is always leading. If we feel dizzy, we just stop and hold. We're keeping our feet planted on the floor. And then we're bringing our head back to centre and holding it here. So I'm going to take it into, we're going to do side, but we're going to do it's an IT band. So it's this muscle ligament that comes down here and through the kneecap. It kind of comes round the back here, but it's not a muscle, it's not a bone, it's a ligament, so it's in between, but it comes all the way up here, and it's quite tight. I'm going to drop the camera so that you can see my feet rather than the upper body. So from here, we're going to step our right foot behind our left foot. We're going to then reach our hand down towards our left foot. The other hand, we're turning its thumbs back. We're bringing it over by our head, pushing our hip out to the side, reaching our hand down towards our foot. And then stretching the hand over the back. So we're reaching down towards our back foot, whichever way you've moved. So we're going to breathe in, we're going to lift up. And we're taking our right leg from behind. We're bringing our left leg round. We're reaching our right hand down towards our back leg, turning the thumb back, breathing in, lifting the arm up, pushing the hip out to the side, bending the knee, reaching down. Feeling the stretch through that band here, but also working into that waist at the same time. And then we're going to lift back up and step it out. We're going to do one more, but we're going to see if we can take it a bit further. We want to make sure that the foot goes down. We don't want the foot rolling in. We're again reaching the hand down. We're bringing the arm up. We're pushing out to the side. Reaching towards that back foot. You can look down towards it. And then breathing in, lifting. Take that foot from behind. Let's change sides. Taking it out. Reach the backhand down. If you need to, you might find that if you bend the knee. And then reaching the hand over to the side. And then bringing it back up. Take the foot from behind. So we're going to go into a forward bend from here, the same sort of thing. So again, we're taking that right foot behind. We're placing our hands on our knees. And we're walking our hands down. So you're keeping that front leg nice and straight. Tuck the chin in if you can. Keep the hands wherever they feel they want to go to. Hold it here. Breathe into that lower back. You'll feel it right through the lower spine. Again, when you're sitting down, it's these muscles that you work, or you've swooshed down. So we're going to again lift our head, look forward, and walk our hands back up. Let's take that right leg out from behind. Take the left foot behind. Make sure the face is pushing down. Walk the hands down. Let the head drop. You'll feel the push. The front leg kind of pushes into the back leg. But you'll feel it right down the sides of the hip. Maybe into the ankle, the calf. And we're going to walk back up again. Head up. Lifting up. Step that left foot from behind. Let's do it one more time. See if we can set that foot a little further. And again, breathing out, walk the hands down, let the head relax, let the body relax, breathe out, straighten or really try and push that front leg as straight as you can to feel that pull in that hip at the top. And lifting the head, lift up. Let's take it from behind. Last one. Take it round. Breathe out, take it down. the body relax into it. And then lifting the head, walk it back up. Lovely, take that leg out. Great. So, we're going to work the inner thighs. If we take our feet a little wider than our hips, keep our feet facing forward, keep pushing down. We're just going to bend our knee over, but keeping our body straight. So we don't want to be going down. We want to stay nice and straight, but we're just bending the knee. And you'll feel it through the ankle, through the knees. Bring it back to centre, and let's take it to the other side. So we're just pushing down, we're coming back up, let's push into the other. So try not to go over, try to stay nice and straight. It's just moving the legs, we're just moving them a little bit. If it doesn't want to go, if the ankles feel, oh no, I don't like it, don't take it too far. But just move backwards and forwards. Just pushing down on a breath out. Breathe in, breathe out. You're just moving gently so that you can feel it right into the ankles. But you don't want to go over too far. Remember, these ligaments at the side, they're not used to having too much weight put on them. So we want to keep the body nice and even. And then we're going to bring ourselves back up. We're going to step ourselves up onto our right foot. And we're bringing ourselves into tree pose. So you can bring your hands together. You can have your foot down. We're just holding it here. Push that leg out. Yeah, bring your arm up if you want to. And then we're bringing it back to centre and changing weight. So again, bringing the foot out, bring it in, push that knee out. And bringing it in. Let's try one more. And bringing it down, and our last one. And bringing it down. Bringing the arms down. Lovely. Socks dropping off. So we're going to go into a standing bow. So you need to hold a wall, you can. Start on one foot, lift the foot up, grab hold. Now we're not pushing back too far. You can bring the hand out so it's going out in line with the shoulder. You're just pushing the leg back. Or dancer's pose, I should say, really. And then bringing it down. Let's try the other side. So moving the weight over, grab the toe, take the arm out in line with the shoulder or lift it up, push out. And bringing it down. Let's try one more on the other side. And last one. bringing it down. Lovely. So let's bring ourselves, our feet together and bring it up onto our tiptoes. Turn our palms out. Raise them up so you want them above your head, stretching up. If they come together naturally, then bring them together. If not, don't worry. Now imagine you're being pulled up by the fingers and you're being stretched through the waist, through the hips, and then into the toes, lifting up onto your tiptoes. And then bringing it back down. So let's try one more. Squeezing them feet together, raising the arms. Feel as if you're being lifted and pulled. And then when you feel ready, lift them heels. And bringing it back down. Give your legs a little shake. So we're going to go into sun salutation. We're doing the step back, not the jump back in this one. So again, I'm going to keep the line thing where it is because I'll be mostly down. So we bring ourselves to the front of our mat. Bring the feet together, toes lifting, engage the thighs at the front, the back, the sides. Pulling the abdominals, the pelvic floor, the shoulders back and down. Hands together in prayer, either by your chest or up by the head. Take 5 breaths. Close your eyes if you can. Think about what brings you to yoga. What do you want? So we're going to reach backwards as we breathe in. And then as we breathe out, we're taking the hands down towards the feet, letting the head drop forward. Bend the knees if you need to. Breathe in, lift up, shoulders back into a half bend. We're going to start with that left foot. We're the right foot stepping back. Let the hips drop down. If you can, lift to the knees, lift the arms up, but keep dropping the hips down. We're going to take the arms down and step back, real easy, into down dog. Come up onto the tiptoes, roll forward, shoulders back to plank. If you need to, drop them knees. Bend the elbows back, chest goes down. We're lifting up, if you can, into up dog. If you need to, put the knees down, come back to down dog. Lifting the left foot, breathe in. Push the right heel down. Pull the knee in towards the chest. Breathe out. If it doesn't go, yank it up. And then we're breathing in to lift up. Again, dropping that hip. Bring the hands down. Step in. And breathe in, lifting up. Breathing out. Take it down. Breathe in. Look forward. Breathe out. Step back with the left. Breathe in to lift up. Breathing out as you're stepping back. And breathing in onto the toes. Breathing out, come forward. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, step back. Breathe in, lift that right foot, and breathe out step out. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, bring it in. Breathe in, lift up, reach back, and breathe out, bring it down. Lovely. Just going to move that camera. So, we're going to take it into a warrior 1, 2, 3, bit of a flow. So I'll let you see my arms first. On the second one, I'll drop it down to the feet. So we're going to start at the front of our mat. We're going to have our hands on our hips to start. If we start with our left foot, we're bringing our weight onto our right foot. We're going to bend our foot and bring it up so that it's parallel to the floor. We're going to step it backwards. Place it onto the toe and then place the foot flat down. Bringing the hips under, pushing down into the front knee, pulling the shoulders back, looking up. We're then going to lift the arms up. Now we're going to turn the hands so the palms are facing forward. Bend the elbows back. Think about pulling the shoulder blades together. This is cactus arms. From here, we're taking the arms straight. We're turning the body round but keeping the feet where they are. Pushing into the front knee, but pulling back to make sure that we're nice and straight. We're going to bring the back arm down all the way round, turning onto our tiptoe at the back, coming up into our hands in our head, leaning forward and seeing if we can straighten the front leg and lift it up into warrior 3. From here, we're lifting up and bringing our foot down and bringing our arms down. Okay? I know it is getting warm. I'm going to drop the camera so that you can see the feet this time more so. So whatever you need to do with your arms, if you want to keep your arms down, you can. So I'm going to start from the other side. So, we're moving all our weight over. I'm starting, again, you can always have your hands here, but I'm taking my hands to prayer. I'm lifting the foot up to knee length. I'm reaching the arms up and I'm stepping back with the foot, placing the heel down, tilting the pelvis under, bending the knee forward, taking the arms apart and bringing them down into cactus arms, pulling the elbows back, looking up. Opening the arms out, turning to come over the front. The feet sort of stay where they are. Pushing to the front knee but pulling back, making sure that knee never goes over the front. We're dropping the arm down, and as we turn and bring ourselves round, we're turning from the hip onto our tiptoes, moving our head between our arms, leaning forward, straighten the front leg. Then lifting all the way back up and bringing the arms down. Okay, so we're going to do one more on each side, but this time I'm going to move that one leg a little bit more. So instead of just going stepping back, I'm going to push it out so that we extend it and work that knee a little. But I won't do more than this. So, we're moving our way to our right foot. We're bringing our foot up, hands in prayer if we want. Straighten the leg. Then bring it back. Step back. Push into the knee, lift the arms, bringing them down into cactus. Letting the arms open, rotating the body. Push into the front knee. Bring the hand down, move round, Straighten that front leg. Stretch the body out. Lift the body back up. Take the hands down, moving the weight over, bringing them together, taking them up. Straightening the leg. Stepping it back. Cactus in the arms. Straightening the arms and turning. Pushing to the knee. Bringing the arm down. Lifting up. Stretch the body out. Lift the body up. Take the hands down. Lovely. I could do loads of those. I do love them ones. I find them so nice and flowing. But yeah, they are a bit of a killer. And you do get quite warm. And you are. Open a window. So what do you have? Yeah. It has gone quite warm, I will say. So, you can stay down if you want. I'm going to bring the camera up so you can see my arms. So you can do this one sitting on the floor. This is eagle. So we'll start off with eagle arms before we do eagle legs. And remember, if you've got a chair, you can always do it on a chair. You don't have to stand up. You can also do it lying on the floor, which we're going to do at the end as our relaxation. So if you want to do it now, you don't want to get off the floor, you can always stay down. But with our arms, we're turning our palms so our palms are face up. And we're bringing our right palm over the right elbow over the top of our left elbow. And bringing it up. Now, if you find that you're here, then all you're going to do is you're going to bring your left hand underneath your right elbow. Otherwise, you want it on top. If you're here, the bottom hand, your left hand, is turning away from you. So it's waving at the screen. Then you're finding that if you make a fist with your top hand, but you leave your thumb out, and you make a fist with your bottom hand, but you leave your little finger out, you may be able to get your little finger and your thumb to touch. If they can touch, then you open the hands and then you're seeing if you can slide them across and they grip in hold. Okay? So from here, if they're in this position, you're pushing the arms up. Then you're also bringing the elbows backwards, or the hands backwards towards the head. So the elbows are going up in the air. You'll feel the pull right through the back of your shoulders, and that's kind of where you want to breathe into. You're not breathing into the chest, you're breathing more into the back of the chest. As you breathe in, it should feel as if the shoulder blades are pushing out. And then we're going to bring the hands back down. And we're undoing, and we're changing sides. So we're bringing the hands in, we're turning that bottom one, we're bringing them across and seeing if they can grab wherever it is, it doesn't matter. Even if it's there, we're pushing up, we're bringing the arms backwards, so it's the elbows going in the air. So even if they don't touch, it doesn't matter. We're breathing into the top of the shoulders here. Make sure the chin's not dropping down, that you're kind of looking up as well, or looking straight ahead. And then undo. Lovely. So I'm going to drop it down so that we can see the legs before we do it all together. So with the legs, again, you can sit down on a chair if you need to. You're stepping your right knee over your left knee. and then you're sitting down. You're seeing if you can take the foot off, and again, if you're wobbling, you can always put the toe down. If you've got something to hold on, you can hold on. If you can, you try to wrap this foot around the back, and then you're sitting down. You'll feel this stretch through the knees, you'll feel it through the calves, you'll feel it pulling right along that lower bum muscle. And then we're going to come back up, and we're undoing them and bringing them down. So let's try the other side. So sit yourself down, cross your legs over. If you feel you can, tuck it round. If not, don't worry. And then sit your bum down a bit more. And bringing it back up, undo it. So we're going to now put the two of them together. That's what we're doing with the feet. Now we're going to go opposite. So if it's your right leg goes over the top, it's going to be your left arm that goes on the top. Okay? So right leg goes over. We're trying to hook the leg. Left arm goes over. Pull it together. Sit down with your bum. Push up with the arms. Bring it to the head. Lift the elbows up. Okay. And then bringing it back up. Undo. Bring it down. Remember, you don't have to lock your foot. I unlocked mine, it's just you couldn't see. So let's do the other side. So sit ourselves down. Left goes over right. Right goes over left. We're pushing down with the bum. We're pushing up with the arms. We're bringing the elbows back, lifting the elbows up. Feel that stretch through that lower back as well. And then bringing it back up. Undo. Undo. Give yourself a little shake. Try to make sure that you have a little rest as well, V, before you just run off too much, okay? So, where are we next? Oh, she's escaping just in time. One leg garland. So with this, you're standing on one leg and you're going to pull the leg up towards you and pull it in. So this is where we're going to start off, but we're eventually bringing our thumb down, hooking it behind so that it goes by our bum, and bringing our other hand round to grab hold. So I'll show you from the side. You run out right at the right time, haven't you? So again, I'll show you from there. Thumb goes down, hand comes round, we're lifting up. So if you can't do that, see you later, bye-bye. We have the band. Now with the band, it's hard to try and get it around in that position. You can do it, but you have to be really quick to flick it. So it's probably easier to have the band in this position. And then when you bring it up, you can hook your leg in that position. Okay? So that's probably the easiest one. So, but before we do that, let's just do a little start off. Let's not jump straight into it. So we're starting on our left leg, we're flexing our foot, and we're pulling that leg in. So we're flexing it in towards us, pulling our shoulders back and down. Hold it here. Yep, she says as she falls over. And then we're going to take it down. We're going to move to the other side. So again, we're bringing the foot up, flexing it, grabbing hold, pulling the leg right in towards us. So we're stretching this bum muscle here, pulling it in. We're also getting our body ready to be standing on one leg. And then we're bringing it down. So we're going to do that twist. So again, like I said, if you need to, get your elastic, have it, or your band, have it behind you so you've got it in this position. You're going to then hook it under. I'll do that in fact so that in case you want to watch. So our hands are here. We're lifting that foot up. We're bringing our arm over the top and holding on with our leg. If I do it from the side, on the side. So lifting, leaning forward, grab the knee, hold on here. And then bringing it down. So I'm going to do the other side, but I'm doing it without the band. You can do it with the band if you prefer. So again, we're bringing the leg up. We're turning the thumb down, bringing it behind, bringing the other hand round to grab hold. Can I grab hold here? Yeah. And then stretching up. Flex the foot, look behind or to the side. Once you're in it, it's quite a nice bind. And binds are great because they bind you, they lock you, and you feel a lot more secure when you can bind something. And then we're releasing and we're bringing down. Give your hips a little shake. So we're going to bring ourselves down to the floor. Let me just change the camera angle. Oh, don't know what happened there. Oh, don't know what happened on the Zoom meeting. But I'm going to carry on. Then I've got people on here. So from here, we're going to take it into a small boat. So boat is kind of this position, but we're going to do it from the floor. You're lying yourself down, tucking your chin in, you're reaching your hands up, you're lifting your back off the floor, you're lifting your feet a little up. You're pulling your shoulders back, tucking the chin in, squeezing the stomach muscles, squeezing the pelvic floor, pull the legs together. Just my top, obviously, get a little bit rounded back there. About, make sure you're breathing, and then we're going to lie ourselves straight down. So we're going to take ourselves back up again. So we're breathing out, we're lifting up. And then as we breathe in, take it down. Can we do 10 of these? 8 more. Breathe out. Breathe in. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And relax. Pull the legs in towards your chest. And then we're going to roll over onto our belly. Seriously, don't know what's happened to finger. So from here, we're going to take it into what is called 8 limbs. So it's a just off the floor plank. So it's quite an intense one. So from here, we're taking our hands underneath our shoulders and pulling our shoulders back, tucking our chin in. From there, we're pulling our stomach in and we're lifting. Now from here, you're pulling and holding yourself about there. Shoulders pulling back, squeezing the stomach muscles. And then we're going to bring ourselves back down. So we're going to take it up, but we're going to take one leg off at a time. And we're going to try 5 breaths, and then we're going to swap and do 5 breaths again. Okay? So we're pushing ourselves up. We're coming down, tucking the shoulders in. We're tucking the toes. We're lifting one leg off. And then bringing it down. I'm going to spin round to do it from the other side. I'll do it backwards. Like I said, always better to see the back of me rather than the front of me. So we're bringing the shoulders back and down, the elbows in. We're lifting up, we're coming down. We're taking the foot off, holding. Squeeze the stomach muscles. Pull the shoulders back. If you can, take both off. And bring it down. Let your body relax down. And then from there, bring your hands back, push to child, turn the palms over, let the head relax. This is so that the arms can relax and the hands can relax, and also that lower back. And then we're bringing ourselves back up. So, we've been working our arms. Now, if you need to for the next one, you may need, oh, hiya, Ames. I don't know who was that. You may need blocks. You might not. For this, you're trying to lift your bum off the floor. So from here, you're trying to lift and bring the bum down. Now you can do it from there, or you can use blocks, placing your hands over the blocks and lift up and down. So that we're starting to work the shoulders. So that's part 1 of elephant, trying to lift the bum. Then the next bit is to bring the foot backwards. So you're holding onto the foot, you're pulling it backwards and trying to keep it close to the shoulder. You don't want it going out to the side. So keep pulling it backwards. And then we're bringing it down. We're going to try the other side. So again, hand on the inside, arm on the inside, hand on the inside. And pulling it back. And then bringing it back down. So we're bringing it into the foot. So keeping the back nice and straight, try and lift the foot up and point and flex the foot and then bring it down. Lift the other one, point and flex and bring it down. But try to keep that back nice and straight as you're doing it. You don't want to lift the leg and curl it. So make sure you're nice and straight, lifting, pointing, flexing. You don't have to point and flex, you can just lift it if you want to. You can use the hands at the back to keep the back nice and straight, or you can take them off. Think about working and pulling them stomach muscles in. And then we're bringing it down. So we're going to see if we can stick it all together. So the first thing is we start with our leg. We're lifting it up, we're pulling it back. I'll go backwards. Now remember, if you needed to get your thingy bum off, you might want the blocks close. So we're pulling it back. But then we're dropping the arm, so it's the right leg, we're dropping the right arm to the floor. We're lifting that leg up. So we're using the knees, we're not pulling it with our hand, we're using the knee to stretch up. So we're just straightening the leg, the hand will go with it. But we're trying to keep it, pull it back in. You may try to see if you can get your elbow under, but the higher you lift it, you may be able to get your shoulder as close up to the shoulder as you can. And then you're letting the seam of that foot stay. Now, if it slides down your arm, you're not ready. This is where you want to stop for now. You may then find that you can lift your bum off the floor. Again, if you find it's too much, use your blocks, have your hand, lift it up. Then you may find that you can lift that leg off the floor and point and flex. You might not. Don't worry. Let's try the other side. Now spin round. So again, hand, elbow on the inside, hand on the outside. And we're pulling back that leg. We're opening these hips. So again, even if you can't do the whole elephant, pulling back and working these hips is great if you sit all day. Which I know you don't, Amy, you're up running about. But still, good for your hips. Keep working your hips less lightly, we'll get calcium build up around them. So we're lifting it up. Or stretching that leg out. I always say lifting it, but it's actually your leg that's doing the work, not your hand. And then when it's up, we're going to try and get as close up to our shoulder as we can and see if it drops. We're lifting our bum and then we're lifting our leg. We can always cheat by bringing our foot underneath, but it will start to spin you around, so be careful with that one. So let's bring ourselves back down. Now, before I run out on Instagram, we'll rest it there. We'll do a stretch out. So as promised, we'll do our stretch out of our legs. Is going to be the eagle legs. So with this, you're going to bring your right leg over your left leg. Now you don't have to, but if you want, you can always hook it. You can keep the feet on the floor. Take the hands out in line. Now, if it's your right leg on top, you're going to take your legs over towards the left. But you're going to keep your right shoulder on the floor. You don't want it lifting off. It doesn't matter if the legs don't go to the floor. That's not a problem. You can always make it a little bit harder by lifting the feet off and bringing them over. But again, watch that right shoulder. Then if you want, look towards your right hand. Let your body relax here. And then we're going to bring it back to center and change legs. So the left leg comes over. If you want, hook it, but it doesn't matter. Keep the foot on the floor if you want to. As you breathe out, now it's the left on the top, we're going towards the right. Don't let that elbow lift, that shoulder lift. Take it to wherever you want. Let your head turn towards the left. Breathe out, let the body relax. This is beautiful, this stretch, one of my faves. And of course we're going to do one more because the body likes it more so the second time. And our last one. Before I lose you. And then we're going to bring our feet back to center, undo them, take the hands down. Now turn the thumb, bring it on the inside, bring the fingers around, the two of them, and you're going to place them just below your solar plex. You can keep your legs bent. You can, if they're bent, then make sure that they're coming together so that they don't flop out to the side, otherwise they hurt. Or you can take it down and let the legs drop out into corpse pose, whichever feels more comfortable for you. Tuck the chin in. You're going to breathe in. Now this is Brahma Mudra, which I done on Friday. So you're letting your fingers touch and they're falling just where the ribs open. So as you breathe out, you're just sort of pushing them gently into there. That's not punching yourself in the stomach. We don't want to wound yourself. Now you're breathing fully into the lungs. And as you breathe in, you'll feel the breath pushing against your hands. Going all the way up the lung, the top of the lungs, and as you breathe out, it feels as if your hands can fall into that cavity. Now, as well as keeping your hands here and breathing fully into the lungs, I want you to think about how it feels, how this moment's feeling. So how does it feel as the air comes in through the nose? How does it feel as it goes out? How does the clothes on your body feel against your skin? How does your body feel against the floor? How do you feel emotionally at this time? Don't judge yourself. Don't try to go off. If you notice yourself going off, don't worry. Bring yourself back. I'm going to turn the music up a little touch. Remember, if I lose you, Insta, if I lose you, Amy, just let yourself come out naturally when you're ready.